Angry guy here, and Tyrone is furious that black men won't clean up his mess anymore. Guys, help me get to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't. Like the video and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. So Tyrone is furious that black men won't clean up his mess anymore. We have a couple of videos to review with you guys, but I want you to see the message that is on the screen. It's actually pretty insane. So I received an email from this gentleman who I presume is an African American, a Tyrone, and he was really upset. So he says, I've been noticing how disrespectful you have been getting lately. You are depicting black men and black people as a joke more and more. Now you have the audacity to allow the N-word in your videos. That is extremely disrespectful, and it's taking away from men. Despite so-called black people using the word, you should show some respect to yourself and edit or censor the word. Now, to be clear, I never use the word in my videos. That's not my word, so I do not use that word. However, just to be very clear, what he's referring to, and he actually attached a screenshot, is to a video I made regarding this individual right here, Trey Rags. And the video is titled, Thugs Are Furious That Black Men Don't Want Black Women. And as you can see, my co-host, MK Fitness, actually left a comment that says, who gonna pay my child support and take care of my babies? Which is making fun of Tyrone, Pookie, Ray, you know, these types of people. And they're extremely furious about this. He was so furious about this that he reached out and he said this. So these Tyrones are angry because black men are walking away from Western society, walking away from relationships in Western society. They won't clean up their mess anymore, and they don't care about these people. You see, they've always been hiding behind black men. They've always hidden behind black men and used black men and the black community to support them in their wrongdoings. They run around, they destroy their communities, they have children with all of these different women that they don't take care of, and then another man has to step up and step in to take care of something that they left behind. And then now they're with women who don't even want them. They're still in love with Tyrone. They're still hooking up with Tyrone, still having multiple kids by Tyrone, and letting another man think that they're his. And they're furious now that these men are leaving the community, and it's exposing them. So now there's no more black and white thing in America. This is beginning to dissipate because the good men, the hardworking black men, are leaving. And that shines a flashlight on the men who've destroyed these communities and the women who've worked with these men to destroy these communities. And let's look at the video that he's so furious about that came from Trey Rags.
Fire. Now I gotta post these. I gotta show the internet. Oh, this is fire, man. Oh, it's gonna get a lot of likes. It's gonna get a lot of
Light skins versus dark skins, Trey.
Black internet, not today, man.
Who you picking, man?
Black internet,
Light
please.
skins.
I'm just trying to post my shoes.
Son of a
Why are you yelling?
black woman versus
Why
black man,
are you
Trey.
yelling?
Do black women complain too much, or do black men need to do better?
Get out my face, bro.
Answer the question, nigga. God damn.
Bro, please.
No.
Please.
Fuck that shit, Trey.
Bro, please.
Make it start.
Please.
We need to tell each other apart.
Please. Shut the hell up. Shut up, nigga. Shut up. You are sweaty and angry every day. Looking like a sweaty ass Twix bar. There is no picking a side. We're all black. What's the sides? Arguing about the most pointless stuff. When we don't even talk about this in person. Just calm down and laugh. That's all you gotta do.
Damn, Trey. I didn't even think about it like that, bro. Man, you know what? Give me
Are you serious,
Yeah,
bro?
nigga. You not black no
I'm
more,
logging
Trey.
out, bro. I'm logging out.
Nigga, I
I'm
don't give
logging
a
out.
f***. Go ahead and log out then. The f*** you thought you was? M.O.K.? Nigga, f*** you. Why you still ain't
What are
answer
you
the
talking
question?
about?
Light skin or dark skin?
Y'all see this? So he's furious that I did not remove that word from the video. How does that have anything to do with me? And in the video, as you can see, this is basically Trey Rags revealing the disparities within the African American community and the people that exist in the community and the behavior of these individuals within the community. Tyrone, Ray, Pookie. That was a Pookie right there. That's a Tyrone right there. Running wild in the community. You can't reason with these individuals. You notice what he immediately jumped into? What this Tyrone jumped into? Light skin or dark skin? Black or white? Why are you choosing white women over black women? How about black men do better? Why are you lecturing this man about his choices? He didn't say anything at all. He didn't even bring up ethnicity. Y'all see how these men operate? They are scared because the men who hold up the communities are walking away. So now when these men are walking away and going overseas and saying we're done with this community, or if they don't leave America, they're done with the black community. What happens now is the cops can go to town. You're not going to see these men coming out there and supporting them. You're not going to see these men stepping up and taking care of their kids while they're in prison. You're not going to see these men subsidizing the African American community anymore after the disparities created by Tyrone and Keisha. Tyrone and Keisha can have each other now. And I said this, I said that you are going to see videos of people saying some of the most downright terrible things aimed at, unfortunately, women who are of African American descent and also Tyrones. Tyrones, Ray's, Pookies. People are going to speak very negatively of them. You're going to literally have a black man sitting in a room along with an Asian woman or a Hispanic woman or a foreign white woman or a Turkish woman like Soraya. And I'm not saying we're saying Soraya is going to do this. And you're going to hear these women saying some of the most awful things directed at Keisha and Tyrone. Just like terrible, just terrible things. She's going to say some horrible things regarding how they look, and people are going to say and some of these women are going to literally drop the N word, and it's not going to be the one that ends with the A. It's going to be with the hard ER, and there's going to be a black man sitting right there in that room while she's saying these terrible things aimed at these people, and he's not going to correct her. And these men and women, Tyrone, Keisha, they're going to be furious and they say, how could you let this happen? How are you sitting there and you're letting this woman say this? You need to speak to her. You need to correct her. And it's going to be radio silence, absolutely radio silence. And this is what we're witnessing here. These men are furious. Listen, in addition to that, this was not the only video that I showed. There was also the video from Soraya where this Tyrone Pookie, some of y'all like, he's not a thug. Listen to me. If it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. All right. He doesn't have to be out there banging to be a thug. All right. He could be a punk and he's a thug in his community because he's not helping no one. This guy is not an outstanding member of society. This is a Pookie right here. All right. And he's complaining and crying. I'm going to put the video on because this is another video that this guy was furious about that came from Soraya. And I love that she called him Mr. Pookie Man. And I told y'all, I mean, that was actually a very light touch, but that hurt his heart.
Speak Mandarin. Y'all don't speak no other language but English. And you gonna go to another country? And then you go to the United States to rescue you when something happens to you, right? Okay, Brittany Griner.
Before we get into what this Pookie has to say about the whole Passport Bro movement, I have to run this whole thing back a little bit so I can give you guys some more context, because the little snippet that you just have seen was cut out of a review that he has done on one of my videos. So let's get right into it. You already know I am a firm believer of a woman competing for her man, especially if she knows that he has a high sexual marketplace value. And because of that fact, when my husband and I, back then boyfriend and girlfriend, were still dating, and he came and visited me in Germany back in 06, I had to make sure I do everything to leave a good impression compared to the women in America. And I had to do things that I know that women in America are not going to do for him, which really wasn't that hard, because women in America, not all of them, but a lot of them, they just don't want to do jack shit for a man, especially while they are dating. So let's just keep it real. I'm not here just talking out of my behind to make anyone look bad. You can show me right now how many women that you have but dated, who actually were willing to do something for you. And since I like giving advice to women on how to really leave a good impression when it comes to dating a man, I posted this video onto my previous Instagram account. And of course, like many other videos that I posted, it went viral on various platforms. But before we get into the video, I do have to tell you that the title of the video, the caption, was not made by me. It was added by someone who reposted my content. So let's get right into it and let's see what Pookie has to say. Repeat for you. Would you agree with what I said? I mean, maybe I am doing too much, but my actions are proving me otherwise. So let's see what kind of gibberish Mr. Pookie Man has to say.
This video must be satire, but I'll tell you one thing. A lot of you American men that's trying to be passport bros that's going to these other countries but do not even speak their language, you're insane. This is beyond just women we talking about. Y'all men don't speak German, y'all don't speak Japanese, y'all don't speak Chinese, y'all don't speak none of these languages, y'all don't speak Mandarin, y'all don't speak no other language but English. And you gonna go to another country? And then you go to the United States to rescue you when something happens to you, right? Okay, Brittany Griner. Doing dumb stuff. And then, not to mention, y'all going to these other countries looking for these wife material women when low-key you're only dating little girls who's being trafficked and women that are like 3 or 4s out there.
Now, let me be very clear. Women that are like 3 or 4s out there. So he's trying to diss the women in these countries who are fit, feminine, friendly, that Keisha cannot compare to. He's talking about, that you don't speak the language, but in these countries, for example, you go to Germany, a lot of the women speak English in Germany. This is something that Soraya has pointed out. You go to the Philippines, English is one of their primary languages. Almost everyone in the Philippines speaks English fluently or at least moderately. The children in the Philippines speak English. When they go to school, their textbooks are in English. Television in the Philippines is in English. When you go to restaurants to order food, the menus are all in English. If you go to Jollibee's, the menus are in English. McDonald's, the menus are in English. So what is this guy talking about? Guys, he's using the exact same rhetoric that has been used by Keisha, by the African-American women, directing it at passport kings and women in these countries that are getting into relationships with these men. He's furious, just like Keisha is. Notice the terms that he's using. Oh, you're going over to do this and this for nefarious actions. It's literally copy and paste. Him and Keisha are angry. Him and Keisha are furious because black men are no longer subsidizing their living. They can't hide behind the term black men anymore, because the black men that provide, that actually have the bread, that actually have college degrees, skills, that are decent human beings, they're picking up and leaving the communities. So now these people will have to take accountability and face consequences for what they've done. There's no more hiding behind all black men. There's no more marching. Y'all can go hang out with these people like Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, but they're not going to do much for y'all. They know what's happening now. The men that hold this community up, that hold it up, they're walking away. They've left, and they're increasingly rushing out. So there's not going to be any more handouts for Tyrone, for Pookie, for Ray Ray, Enrique, Quan, Miguel. There's no more of that. That's coming to an end. Keisha's not going to be able to go and pick up one of these men and have her take care of Pookie's kids while he's in prison. or he's out playing games, running around, making more babies in a community that he can't even take care of. So they're angry, they're furious. And of course, this man, this man that sent me the email, he's acting like he wants Soraya's man to speak to her about this. Like, how dare you, Soraya, for saying these things? How dare you call me Mr. Pookie Man? Her husband isn't saying anything. Notice what she said. She said that she believes firmly in women having to compete for men. That's how it is outside of Western society. That's how it always has been. And as you can see, Tyrone and Keisha, they don't have to compete. Keisha doesn't compete for men. Tyrone doesn't compete for women. So guess what? Now the men are walking away. Tyrone and Keisha have nothing between them. So of course they're going to be furious. Of course they're going to be angry because they will no longer have access to the attention, the time, and the money of these men that are leaving. And there's no one that's going to support them. And like I said, all those horrible comments that they're going to see being directed at them, no one's going to bail them out. No one's going to correct these women because these women are just trying to hurt these men. They're trying to hurt these Keishas. They're trying to hurt these Tyrones. So when they say these things and they're directing it at these people, obviously they're not saying them to hurt the men that they're in relationships with because they absolutely love these men. They're doing it to hurt these people, and they know exactly what to say and how to hurt them. And what hurts them even more is when they see a black man sitting behind these women who are saying these terrible things, and these men are not correcting them, and they're feeling good, and they're healthy, and they're living large, and it's just like they're just in fury because now they see that these men have separated themselves from the black community in Western society. So that just leaves them in a society, in a community that no one wants to be in. And it just shines a flashlight on the fact that they are the ones who are creating all the problems in Western society. So now they're going to face serious social consequences for that. Boy, oh boy. Guys, if you're enjoying my content, please help me get to 100,000 subscribers by hitting the subscribe button if you already haven't done so. Hit the like button and also turn on notifications to never miss another video from me ever again. What do you guys think regarding all of this? Tyrone is furious that black men won't clean up his mess anymore. I want to know your thoughts. Let's talk about them in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and share.